and say your prayers and cha-cha softly up the stairs. Remember, your daddy loves you. Pleasant dreams. See you tomorrow in the land of sweet.
It's just you and I. Not a sound, not one sign. Just the beat.
All right.
Of my poor heart.
It's almost time.
In the dark.
Wait for a few more people to shuffle in. Hello to everybody that's out there so far.
What's up, everybody?
Once from a hall, the Mad Daddy Show.
Mad Daddy.
We're both daddy, but we not bad.
Well, now, this is Daddy the Rockin' Nut. Hey, you know what's purple and goes putt-putt? Well, now, here's the answer for you, crazy little chum. Ain't this a gasser? It's an outboard plum.
An outboard plum. Outboard plum.
Well, now, this is Mad Daddy, the head shrinker in alive, with a cordial invitation for you to write tonight.
All right.
And treat yourself to a lifetime thrill, a picture of your daddy friend, dressed up fit to kill. For a glossy photo portrait, write Once from a Hall. Get your own Mad Daddy photo, back to laugh and all. Yeah, you want a Mad Daddy picture, all you do is scribble into me. Right, Mad Daddy friends, 10 wins, New York, 23.
All right. Well,
Mad
in case you
Daddy.
didn't know who that was Mad Daddy, Pete Myers, okay? A disc jockey that started back in 1957, and he was known for some crazy antics. We're going to talk a little bit about him and a few other things. Welcome to the Middays Mayhem show, the midnight movie, Middays Mayhem. We're glad you dropped by. We got I think a good show today. It's going to be a little bit different today.
A little bit from what you're saying.
Yeah, just it's not going to be what's the top 10.
I got my notice when I arrived today.
Yeah, I gave Denny a heads up as soon as he got here.
Yep.
Like 15 minutes before the show, so he doesn't know a thing, and that's the way we.
Hey!
Who is it?
Hey, well. Yeah, I don't know nothing.
Somebody bailed out on us.
Oh, they did.
Oh, they did. Bail back.
I don't know. Maybe they did.
That's all right. They'll be back. Or they'll watch this later. It's all cool. If you're watching this show later, when you're done watching it, hit that share button. Share it to your friends.
You know who said they're going to watch it later?
Who?
Oh, yeah. Mark Pinto.
Mark Pinto. Yeah.
Grandmaster P from Connecticut.
Yeah, he always watches it later when he gets a chance. He's a hard.
Doc is in the house.
The Doc's in the house.
Doc in the house. Howdy, Doc.
Doc, how you doing? Walking the dog early today, I hope. Hey,
Will's on the edge of his seat.
who is? Oh,
Will
Will.
Will on the edge of his seat.
Don't fall off, buddy.
Yeah.
Hey,
Don't fall into the can.
Speaking
Man.
of Doc, I want everybody to tune in to Doc Dredd's show on the Monster Channel, okay?
Yeah.
Friday night, tomorrow night at 11:40, okay? Tune into the Monster Channel, watch Doc Dredd's show. He's going to have a special guest. It's going to be pretty cool. He's having Noel Jason Scott from the new Spider Baby remake.
Ooh.
So that's pretty exciting. So tune in Doc's show, okay, and see about the new Spider Baby. It's pretty good. Spider Baby's one of the shows that we show, so they're doing a remake of it. I'm interested to see how they compare. But Doc's got the exclusive interview, so tune in to Doc's show tomorrow night on the Monster Channel, okay? If you don't have the Monster Channel, get it. You can either get it online or you can download it on your Roku. But it's pretty cool. You get all the horror hosts are on there, all the good horror hosts, and even some of the not so good, I guess. But we're on there.
Horror Host. It's a good place to check out horror.
Check out Doc Dredd. His show's only like 15, 20 minutes long. You don't take a lot of time, but it's a great show. It'll keep you entertained. And that special guest is pretty cool. So shout out to Doc Dredd tomorrow night. Check out his show. And guess what you can do? A mere, 20 minutes later?
What?
You can tune in us at midnight.
Oh, man. Oh, he opens for us?
Well, he doesn't open for us on the Monster Channel, but I'm saying you could, if you hop off the Monster Channel, you could go and watch us on Spectrum at midnight.
They should.
Or some of our other outlets. We got so many outlets. We even found out we have a couple of new outlets.
Oh, we do.
Yeah,
We do.
Wadsworth
TV.
Channel 18, right?
Channel 18, Wadsworth TV.
Hi, everybody in Wadsworth.
Wadsworth, yay!
And
Go in here. They even have shows archived.
Yeah, you can go
So-
on Wadsworth
Yeah,
Community
good.
TV.
Yep.
.com, I think it is.
Yeah.
And you can watch the shows on archive. So, if, hey, Hollis, or some of you people at home that you're not up to the current shows, check out Wadsworth Community TV and see what they have on their thing you can watch. Because I think the last
You can
movie-
access all across the world. All you got to do
Yeah.
is go to that Wadsworth, TV.com.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Because like
Across the world.
some of the channels aren't getting the different movies are on, so you can go on there and see what movies played on there, because we have no control over evidently what they play. We send them a batch, and then they pick out what they play. So we have no control over that, and we do appreciate them showing it. But that's one way. Or you can go on Brunswick Area Television and do the same thing.
Yes.
And you could see what movie they have. So if maybe you didn't get the brand new spanking new show, check in that. You can watch that on there. Or always,
There's no reason for not watching us. You have access to us however you want.
yeah. So many, or you can just go right to our website, themidnightmovie.net. Okay.
Hopefully there'll be some changes coming up.
I
on
was
that.
just
Real
going to
good.
say,
Yeah.
I was going to tease out a little bit. Some big changes coming soon to our website. Thank God. Yeah, so it's gonna change for the better. We hope it's gonna be a lot more informative. It's
Oh.
gonna be fun and interactive, I believe.
He hasn't wrote this, but Will says Triv's on. Hey, Triv.
Shows on he's probably keeping a low profile.
Yeah, he might be.
Maybe his boss is monitoring his things.
Maybe
Shout
not
out.
watching while he's driving.
No. Shout out to the Godfather, okay, from Great Lakes Game Emporium out in Minner. Did you see what he's doing? He's going to be open on Thanksgiving, and he's going to have He's going to have a game flea market there, so you can bring in your used games and stuff and try to sell them, whatever. He's also having dinner there, so if you got nowhere to go on Thanksgiving and you want to play some games and have a nice dinner and hang out with some cool people, go to Great Lakes Game Emporium. They're going to have dinner there for you, and you can play games. It's going to be
That's
fun.
really cool.
So shout out to the Godfather for doing that. He's a cool.
Great
dude.
Lakes game.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah.
So
A lot of fun games too.
a lot of fun games.
Yeah, I saw they popped up yesterday, and there's a lot of. Besides the, I guess what you call them, fantasy games or whatever, but
Yeah.
there's a lot of other games too. There's enough. If you enjoy playing games, there's a game there that you will enjoy.
And if you want one, he doesn't have it. He can get it in for you because he's got
good guy.
access. He's
Good guy.
it's very awesome. Okay. So today's theme for the show.
What is today's theme?
Notice I started out, I was letting Mad Daddy play a little bit.
Mad
Today's
Daddy.
theme is, and look at my shirt, Denny. Purita Springs
Purita
Park. Did you
Springs
remember that when you were in
Never-
you
never heard
went
of
to
it.
Purita Springs?
Never heard
This
of it.
is an old amusement park, long since closed. I think it closed back in the 60s, maybe. It was one of many amusement parks we used to have around Euclid Beach. We used to have the Jogga Lake. We used to have Chippewa Lake. We had Purita Springs Park, which had a cool roller coaster that went out over a cliff.
Well, I was from Akron, down around
What'd you
Akron.
have?
We had something called Kittyland, which, yeah, it was made for the younger crowd, but other
Yeah.
people could do too. They had something really cool that was on rails like a train, but you had to
Did it pump it
pump
yourself?
it, yeah, like
Is that how you
a
got so
wheel.
strong?
Huh?
Is that how you got so strong? Well, you should go there. You see if they got a
Yeah, it's
go to
long
Kitty,
gone now.
Go to Kitty Park. They got one of those things though. They
Oh.
got- go to Kitty Park, Will.
Oh man,
I bet Will get on
maybe you
there.
couldn't stay on the track, man.
Oh, if he got on there, he'd be like look like a Benny Hill. I bet he'd pump that thing out there. He'd be going rah. They probably ban him from there. Right, break the track. But anyways, I'm in a nostalgic mood, Denny.
Okay.
I'm in a
Feeling
nostalgic
old, are you?
Well, kind of. Yeah. So what I want to do today is I was going to discuss a few things.
Okay.
History, some old shows, a few things like that, just kind of random things. And the first thing I want to talk about is Mad Daddy. It's why I played him. I always thought Mad Daddy was cool. A few things inspire me to want to do this. And we always talk about Big Chuck and Little John and Houlihan and Superhost and all them. And naturally, yes, they inspire me to do this. But there's a spark that was instilled in me beyond that with people like Mad Daddy, who was like off the rails. You know what I'm saying? He didn't do the expected thing. So Mad Daddy,
Being the expected crosses in the house.
that was not expected, or was it?
No, probably was.
Okay. But anyways,
Professor Van Bross is
yes, the
here.
professor.
Ah!
The professor is in the house. It's funny you said that because I just, I just had in my hand, Chris. I just had a copy of the Gobbler. I was going to bring it out of here. I was going to wave it in front of you, but I forgot to bring it over here. I found a copy. He wants a copy of the Gobbler, a very rare film for me. But anyways,
You turkey.
I eat turkey. Maybe I'll have it to you by Thanksgiving. But anyways, you know, it's those kind of shows that always inspired me, like kind of like Howard Stern. You know, people that just don't sit there. The Mike Trevisano show, not our Mike Trevisano, but the Mike Trevisano.
The big Mike.
Yeah,
The fat Mike.
Yeah, he
Large
would do
Mike.
stuff like, you know, actually leave the studio and win. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. That's exciting, you know. But Mad Daddy, when we talked a little about Mad Daddy, started off, he was a disc jockey, started in 1957, okay? He started out in Akron, out in your area, okay, way in the 50s.
Yeah.
He started in Akron. WJW liked his style, so they brought him in to WJW, and his name was Pete Myers. But he did some like broadcasting, you know, if he had to, like a normal DJ. But then he did this character called Mad Daddy, where he played wavy gravy music. And a lot of people coined him as the first shock jock, but he liked to be called the wavy gravy because what he played was like music from the black record company, kind of like Ghilardi did years later and stuff. That, you know, and Big Chuck, you know how he popularized some of those R&B songs.
Yep.
That's what wavy gravy. That's what Mad Daddy did. And after he got successful WJW, WHK wanted him, so they brought him over. And a little bit about his background. He was born in San Diego, okay, but he was like pre-natured to do some weird stuff. When he was a teenager, he stole a street cleaner and he took it for a ride because he wanted to go for a test drive on a street cleaner. So he stole the street cleaner.
Yeah, that's a hell of a getaway vehicle.
Yeah, it was. The streets were clean though, so he made. Hey, you know what I'm gonna say?
Oh,
They couldn't catch him though because he made a clean getaway.
oh,
Huh?
Clean sweep.
A clean sweep. He also, when he was in the army, okay, he was a DJ. He started out there on the army, and what's it called? The national. What's it called, Denny?
With the National Guard. Reserves.
No. What's a radio channel show?
Oh,
There we go.
jeez.
Armed Forces
Armed Forces Radio.
He started out broadcasting on Armed Forces Radio, okay? But one day he did this, he came up with this idea to broadcast that there were sea monsters rising out of the sea in Tokyo. Kind of like the War of the Worlds broadcast by Orson Welles. He was broadcasting this, and one of the people that heard it was General MacArthur.
Oh!
Famous General MacArthur. He heard this, and he kind of believed it at first. He was fooled. But then later, when he found out it was all a farce, he wasn't too happy. And so Mad Daddy got let go from the military.
Wow.
But anyways.
I wonder if he was a bit of a... I wonder if Adrian Cronauer ever knew about him on Armed Forces Radio.
I don't know. Why is he like that? Crazy?
Yeah.
I don't listen to Armed Forces
Yeah.
Radio. Do you got me in Armed Forces?
Good morning,
Oh,
Vietnam.
that guy, that was him? Because, hey, Robin Williams, you just said, ouch.
Oh.
You know, me and Robin Williams.
Doc said something about a copy of the Melonheads. No, I don't think so, Doc.
What about the
I don't
Melonheads?
know. He just said.
You want a copy of the Melonheads? That's not my film. I'm in it, but I can definitely get you a copy if you're interested. Whatever. It's all man. It's a good film about the urban legends around here. But back to Mad Daddy, okay? Mad Daddy would go around and when he first got here, WHK wanted him. So he had 90 days. He couldn't do anything. You know, the non-compete clause. But he wanted it to be known he was going to WHK. So he wanted to do a stunt. He wanted to jump out of an airplane dressed as Zorro into Lake Erie, and a portion of Lake Erie that is filled with Jello. Okay, he was going to turn the water to Jello, and on his way down, he was going to throw out 45s. Okay, but the Coast Guard said, no, you can't do that.
What flavor Jello?
I don't know, but he couldn't do it. But he ended up doing the parachuting bit anyways.
Oh,
And on his first night, you all right? On his first night on WHK, he wanted to sit in a vat of Jello, but he could not find a big enough vat. So he was
Jello
kind
off
of
the
weird.
crack. That's an interesting picture.
He always would go out in public dressed as Mad Daddy, and he would wear a black cloak, and he drove around in a pink convertible. Okay?
Okay.
So he was all good and fine. He was very popular here. This is before Ghilardi and all that stuff. So he's like the original Ghilardi. Okay? And he got finally lured to New York, come to New York. But as we know, whenever something good from Cleveland goes to New York, or like the Ghoul went to, Boston and some of those places, they fail for whatever reason. different audience or
A
whatever.
place like Cleveland.
So he ended up failing, and eventually he got depressed, and they kept moving him down to different time slots, and he ended up taking his own life. In 1964, I believe it was. So, but hey, that's nostalgia because it was really the start of all these horror hosts and all the things that we do. He was one of the very early pioneers of that. So, and the music, you know, if you imagine watching Gallardi and some of those shows without that cool music.
Yeah.
You know,
What
that's a big
you
part of it.
played there, if you heard it at the beginning, it was it had that sound of Gallardi sound a little bit.
Oh, and I forgot to mention that Mad Daddy always talked in rhyme. Everything he said was in rhyme, and it was not rehearsed.
All the time? It
All
was
the-
in rhyme?
All the time, it was in rhyme, and everybody said it sounded fine
All the time.
all the time. But they say it was never like rehearsed or anything like that. He did it right off the top of his head, and he did this one
He
thing.
never rehearsed the verse.
He never rehearsed a verse. I can't rhyme. I'm not good at rhyming that fast.
And my the old brain ain't. I usually can come up with that. The brain isn't right now.
We had while we were playing this earlier before I started turning on for the show. They were actually playing. He did this thing where he went from A to Z. You probably heard him doing it, and he said a bunch of nonsensical words through the alphabet, like A, B, C, D, O, A to Z, but nonsensical words, and he said them real fast. And he just did this, and I was like, I wish that was playing while you guys were listening, but I'm going to play it back later to listen to it. But cool guy, and he got kind of everything started. So that's my kickoff of my nostalgia. All right, and then. You didn't bring any books or nothing this week, then? You still
No, I got
your
that.
book there?
No book. I still got the Revenge arc up there, written by Cat Velour.
Yeah, we'll look, see, I'm that far in.
Yeah. Oh, is that where you're at? You reading it?
That far in.
It's a cool read. It's something a little different.
Yeah, we
You know,
talked about
it's different. It's just not a regular thing. It's written with, you know, you're reading email about a particular subject. You're getting emails and, you know, newspaper readings and texts and whatever. It's a cool read. Cool read.
It's different.
Little local girl lady. You know,
She's a girl lady?
she's a girl lady.
Can we say that?
She's cute.
Oh, really? Then you pervert.
She's cute.
She's
She's cute.
Hey, shout out to Raven's Rookery, the whole gang, Raven and the whole gang. I used him today as
Zataric?
yeah, Robert Zagaric, my old locker partner from junior
That's
high.
right.
He's watching.
He says, bet his family loved him saying everything in rhyme around the house.
Yeah. Yeah. He did kiss his wife goodbye before he took his life. But Raven's Rookery, I used you guys on our thing today to lure people to the show, so I hope you saw that. And look, Raven gave me this cool thing I showed last week. It's on display right over,
Eddie
oh my
Harmon's
gosh, look at this
Oh,
thing that's
geez.
coming up. Right over Wilmer Smith from the Ghoul Show.
Eddie Harlow's on.
Eddie's on. Hi, Eddie. How you
Hey,
doing
Eddie, hope
today,
you're doing okay, Eddie.
Eddie finally remembered to watch us while we were on. So shout out to Eddie.
Hey!
Look, we got a. What do you want? We got a special guest in the house. You better not come. You're gonna come.
No.
You can come in whenever you
No.
want. This is
No.
my wavy gravy. Look at this. Hop in here for a second. It'll take a. Oh, look at that. I'll give a kiss. She's trying to give me her cold, is what it is. She's trying to
How
get
come
me
I don't
sick.
see me?
Because you're not in yet. We're on time delay. See, there we go.
Oh, time
That's
delay.
my
Oh,
better
yeah.
half. That's my agent, promoter, wife, Julie.
No.
And Mrs. Jarber.
Okay.
They don't kiss Denny. You don't get sick.
I not kissed it.
I'm immune. So, did you come down and give me some good news, or?
No, I just came down to say hi out there.
Oh,
In
yeah.
Video land.
I wonder if people at the office are looking.
Yeah. Yeah, you're supposed to be working.
I am working. I get a break now
You
and
want
then,
a
you know.
break? What? I don't give you no breaks.
You
wake up every
deserve
morning.
a break today, so get up and get away.
Get away.
Get away.
Get away.
Hi, everybody. Bye,
Oh,
everybody.
Doc says hi, Julie.
Hi, Doc.
Hi, Doc. It's get away, Julie. Sorry. Thanks for coming. Sorry you can't
Yeah.
stay. See, I'm rhyming everything now.
Uh-huh.
And
She's on her way.
Wearing her zebra thing. Yeah, she's on her way.
Yeah, right. Zebra.
That's leopard. That's
Whatever. Whatever that animal is. Do I look like a guy that goes to the zoo? No.
Do I dare turn the lights off?
No. Why you come down in our humble abode and
Because you said something about somebody's wife.
Is
his
this,
wife? Oh, about
what?
Mad Daddy's wife.
Is this normal time for the activities to take place or something?
No.
Do we need to
Usually
know?
she's not home. So if any
Oh.
activities are taking place, I'd be in trouble, right? Maybe that's what she's checking on. Ooh. See that door? I'm gonna put a lock on it. lock the
Yeah.
studio. But I thought it would be cool to talk to Denny about a few random.
You're gonna talk to Denny?
Well, you're
Or
going
talk
here.
to?
Talking at Denny.
T-O-O. Okay.
I'm gonna toss out some cool information at you.
Holy crap, we got like 3
I
pages
know,
of this
I know.
crap there.
It's not crap, it's good stuff. I was up late, Denny getting this stuff. But I want to talk about a few kids shows, because kids shows also kick-started like horror hosting and all that, because they were live shows done by a local TV channel. And
Ray
they had
Scanlon has joined us.
Ray Scanlon?
Hi, Ray. Hey, Ray.
Thanks for joining us, I appreciate
Hey,
it.
Ray, what do you say?
And remember,
Glad you tuned in us today.
hey, said the ghoul one day.
Hey.
I'm going to talk about some of
sounds
these
like-
kids shows, Denny. You probably remember these because you're old.
Oh, listen,
Excuse
me.
We don't have no, we don't have no.
Yeah.
Special
Still, I
effects,
covered
right?
it. I covered it.
But a few of these kid shows from the 40s, because I think they're precursors to what we do today.
In ways.
And
we still act like kids.
Especially us, because we don't rehearse anything. We don't rehearse this. We don't rehearse the regular show. We don't rehearse nothing. I mean,
We don't rehearse our skits. When you see us in skits,
No,
it's all,
we just do it.
you know.
And if we don't come out right, we might do a skit again.
Yeah, we might
But,
do 10 takes of it, but
Yeah.
you know we.
That's how we go. And for 25 years, we've been doing that. So that's pretty good. It's like live TV all the time with us. We don't care.
Will said, "Hey, Mom, the ratings just went through the roof."
Suck butt. Is that the TNA we're talking about?
Yeah,
today?
yeah.
More A than T.
Yeah.
Ow!
Oh! Whoa!
I didn't say that. She don't
man.
watch. She will never hear that.
You're
Don't
lucky.
you let her
You
know at
hope.
home.
You hope.
Ellie's not watching. Don't you rat me out, Ellie. The first show is called The Magic Clown Show. Okay.
Never heard of it.
Well,
Cut
this
that
show
to the
was
page right
this
now.
show was a national show. It was on NBC from 1949 to 1959. Later, it became known as Bonomo, the Magic Clown. Bonomo. Okay.
They
And
didn't know how to spell banana.
No.
So they didn't
actually,
know.
Bonomo, okay, is the company name that made their sponsor Turkish Taffy. Remember Turkish Taffy?
I do remember.
The candy that you didn't want to buy, but it was the only one you could afford when you were a kid at the store. So you bought the Turkish Taffy. I really liked it. But they sponsored the show, and it featured magicians that they hired to host the show, but they had to dress them as clowns because it was a magic clown. But you couldn't teach a clown magic, but you could dress a magician as a clown. So that's what they did. It had some hosts. The first host was Zavello.
Bello?
Zavello. So
Zavello.
Zavello played Bonomo.
Was a fellow?
Zavello.
Zavello was a fellow?
Zavello.
Did he play the cello?
I don't know what he played, but then you had Dick Dubois. Dick Dubois came in for a while, and then Doug
John
Anderson.
Seaford.
John Seaford. Grandpappy. How you doing, Grandpappy? Grandpappy's tuning in. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Hey, John.
So they had 3 different people playing the magic clown throughout its run. Of course, there's a clown magician. He did tricks to little kids and stuff. Don't you go weird on me. Show was canceled in 1959. In 1970, they tried to restart the show with James Randi as Bonomo. Now, you know James Randi, also known as the Amazing Randy. He was a famous magician. You've seen him. He had a white beard and stuff. But he is notable because he was a skeptic of the paranormal. And so one of his main things that he liked to do was travel around debunking paranormal events.
Is that right?
Yeah, so that was one of the main things he did.
And one day,
One day he
got
debunked.
debunked.
Yeah. But he was not real appreciated by his fellow magicians because he's doing that. He was showing stuff was fake. So that was the Amazing Randy. I thought that was interesting. There was another one called Foodini the Great. Foodini.
Foodini?
Yeah, Foodini the Great. It was on CBS from 1948 to 1951. And it was originally called The Adventures of Lucky Pup. But Foodini the
How did you
Magician...
get Foodini out of that?
Well, I'm telling you. It was Adventures of Lucky Pup, but Foodini Magician and his sidekick Pinhead
Hey.
soon took over the show. They were more popular, so they ended up changing it to Foodini the Great. And this was a puppet show. Okay, it was on TV, live TV, 5 days a week. Okay, 5 days a week.
Puppets.
Yeah, puppets.
There might have to be some puppets here one day.
Yeah, that can
Oh.
definitely happen. I thought about bringing
The
some
seed
to
has been planted.
Yes. Can you do puppets? We might have to get Chad and Bunny over here.
Oh, no,
Make an
you-
appearance.
Yeah, oh, no.
'Cause I don't want to lay down there. You know what
No,
dirty it is
you
down there?
don't have to read that.
Plus you fart. So, but the series.
I haven't all day yet.
Not yet, but usually when you get up from this, I get gas.
Well, that's another story. We're done.
The series ended up spawning comic books, records, toys, and magic sets. The puppets were created by Hope and Maury Boonin, and Lucky Pup and Jolo the Clown were original stars of the show. They fell by the wayside. Nobody cared about them. They went straight to Houdini.
Houdini.
And then there was Time for Beanie, okay? Time for Beanie, which was on the Paramount Television Network. I never heard of it.
Time for
1949, 1955. It was a puppet show that followed the voyages of the ship Leaking Lena. So it was like a leaky ship.
You know, I graduated with a kid that we called Beanie.
That's probably why.
I don't know.
Cecil
Maybe.
and Cecil
We
and
called him Beanie. Beanie Collins.
Beanie
Yeah.
Collins. That's cool.
Beanie was a cool guy, man. Beanie was cool.
That's cool to have a name like that.
You know, and then shoot, his name was Dave. I have no idea how he became known as Beanie, but at our 40-something class reunion, he came in here. He was like, yeah,
Hey, Beanie.
I'm Dave, and everybody was calling him Beanie.
He
It's
didn't
like,
say he was.
you're Beanie for life, dude.
He didn't care if he was called Beanie.
Nah, he just laughed.
My mother-in-law, okay, she's 89, I think, 89, but she has some friends that she went to school with, and they still had their reunions and stuff. And this is a lady, okay, her nickname is Muggsy.
Muggsy?
Muggsy.
Really?
Now, if you're a woman and you're called Muggsy, you know, I don't like this, you might
I
know.
know.
She goes, no. She's just always been known as Muggsy.
How'd that happen?
I don't know. She doesn't know either. She just said she was always Muggsy. So I'm
Okay.
gonna be Beanie. All right.
All right.
All right. The cool thing about
Going
this
down
show,
nostalgia lane.
yeah, the cool thing about Time for Beanie, okay, is a puppet show. It had some cool characters in it, like Beanie, which was a young kid that wore a beanie, okay. Cecil, the one-eyed sea serpent, okay. You gotta listen to some of these names though, because they're takeoffs.
Was it a one-eyed yellow purple
No,
people eater?
well, it was
Okay.
a precursor to that. You're right. Captain Horatio K. Huffenpuff.
Uh-oh.
Horatio K.
Uh-oh.
Huffenpuff.
Is that leading up to something here?
I don't know.
The Huff and Puff ain't leaning
Yeah,
somewhere?
and then Puff the Magic Dragon. I don't know.
Huff and Puff.
There,
You don't remember?
there was- yeah, I don't know.
Okay, all right, all right,
I
I'll
know,
let you go.
I know.
I'll let you go. I'll let you go.
I know.
Hey, we missed you too, Eddie.
There was Dishonest John and Dudley Nightshade. Those are
Dishonest John?
Dishonest John and Dudley Nightshade. Those are like villainous characters, okay? Then there was Terralong the Dotted Lion. Get it? There's a lion. I don't know.
Dotted lion.
Terralong the
Terralong the
Dotted Lion. And then here's check this one out. This lion was called Mouthful of Teeth Keith. It was a lion that had false teeth.
Mouth full of teeth,
Keith. And now here's where, hey, this was back in the 40s, okay? This is just reporting it. We're not trying to, go and say this was right. But there was Hopalong Wong, a Chinese cowboy. Hopalong Wong. It was named after
Well,
Hopalong.
if I only known, I have a hopping Wong.
Don't go there, Denny, because this is a new generation and it's not acceptable. The Hopalong Wong, which is takeoff from Hopalong Cassidy, was Hopalong Wong. Why would they come up with that? And,
Wow, they were sitting around like we do.
I guess. I think they were on some of the Huff and Puff when they wrote some of this stuff.
Maybe.
But the show was created by animator Bob Clampett, who later he did all kinds of animations.
Was he
He also-
related to Jed?
I thought the same thing, Denny, when I
Stating the obvious, I know.
I know he picked up and moved to Beverly, probably, because he came up with all these shows later. But he took the characters and he created the animated Beanie and Cecil show that we talked about earlier, that some of your friends may have seen. The voices are
My
done by...
friends weren't old enough for that.
They did, come on, Denny. That show was, what did I say, 50-something, 50, no, maybe not, okay.
Yeah.
Well, the Cecil and Benny show was later, it was into the 60s. But the voices of the show were done by Dawes Butler and Stan Freeberg, okay? Butler later was known as the voice of Yogi Bear and Huckleberry Hound for Hanna-Barbera. And Stan Freeberg, he did so many voices, records, comedy, so much stuff Hello Mudda, Hello Fada, that kind of stuff. You're gonna have to look him up. Stan
What was his
Freberg.
name?
Stan Freberg. He did so much stuff. He was just a genius on all levels of comedy, voices. He did everything. So look Stan Freberg up. We can do a whole show on Stan Freberg. Now the show was a favorite for guess who?
Here.
What?
John Siever says, do you remember Dishonest John's business card? Dirty deeds done dirt cheap.
There, no, I don't remember that. But
No.
for my time, I'm only in my mid
No,
30s.
well. That, you know the song, right?
The dirty deeds done dirt cheap.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah, I know the song.
Okay, all right.
AC/DC.
I just wanted to be sure to.
What do you think
Joke
was,
wasn't going
what do you
over
think was cranking on my tunes when I was in high school?
Hello, brother. Hello,
AC/DC.
father. Yeah.
No. As a matter of fact, I'm the only person ever go to AC/DC concert and not see it because I fell asleep after drinking some beverages. Anyways, the show was a favorite for Albert Einstein.
Oh no.
Albert Einstein loved the show much that once he was in an important high-level meeting, and he said, "Sorry, everybody, I gotta leave. It's time for Beanie." And he left to go watch this kids show. It was also a favorite show of Frank Zappa and Harpo Marx. They
Wow.
also loved it, yeah. And the last show I'm just going to touch on is called Super Circus on ABC from 1949, 1956. Just live circus acts every Sunday. It was on for an hour. There was live circus acts. It was hosted by Mary Hartline and Claude Kirshner. Mary Hartline used to wear these short skirts and
Mary
white shorts.
Hartline.
Did you
Mary
remember
Hartline.
her?
No, that ain't her.
No. But she was one of the first sex symbols on TV.
Ooh.
She ended up being so popular, she spawned over 3 dozen Mary
She
Hartline
spawned?
productions. She spawned them.
She spawned them.
She spawned them. Isn't that what you say? She spawned. So anyways, and the big thing they did with doing the show, Claude Kirshner would bring out this jar. I was going to do it today with you, with your big beefy hand. But bring out this jar and had money in it, and they go for like a minute, and the kids could reach in there and grab as much money out of it as they
Is
could.
that right?
And but there was never no real good money in there. Once in a while there was 50-cent pieces on it. And when Claude would see it, he'd go, "Oh, a 50-cent piece," like it was a big deal. Which it probably was back then, but to a kid, hey, if I find a 50-cent piece now, it's a big deal. Quarter, I'll take a quarter. I love quarters. So anyways, that was some of the old shows that were out there bouncing around back before the horror hosting and stuff became a thing in the 60s, all right? It just is interesting how it kind of came about. And the last one I'm going to talk about, another local guy, John Lanigan.
John Lanigan.
John Lanigan of our very own prize movie. And the reason I mention it, Denny, is because I got something in the works for this show in the coming weeks. I'm working on something that's going to tie in with the prize movie.
Uh-oh.
So tell your friends, hey,
Tell your
share the
friends,
show.
tell your enemy,
No,
tell
you better
everybody.
start tuning in because we're going to have some prize movie like stuff coming up here. Okay, if I figure out how it's going to be done. But anyways, the prize movie used to be very popular here in Cleveland, Ohio, on Channel 43 WUAB. It was on during the day, and it was like us. He didn't wear a costume or nothing. He hosted these shows. He had interviews with people.
Well, he did a radio show, and then he went and did that.
Right, he did the radio show, but I'm not talking about the radio show, but I am a little bit that you were going to touch on. He was also on the radio. John Lanigan was on, what was it, WGAR?
Or WMJI.
No.
Whatever it was.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he was WGAR
Yeah.
early on.
Yeah, yeah.
Then he went
Yeah.
WMJI.
And he was so popular that he actually kind of took over that and was running the whole station there for a while. But he also hosted this show, and what they would do is they would show a movie during the day, like it started at noon, like this, so you're homesick, remember? Homesick from school, I'm always watching a prize movie. And then you come in and talk for a few minutes, and he would spin a prize wheel, and you would send in your letters like, hey, I want to be picked. If you got picked, they would call you on a phone, spin the wheel. If you could identify the celebrity, I think you won some money or whatever. And then they had a mystery movie clip that they played too. You could win some more money.
I had their channel because they played good music back in the day
On the radio?
on the radio.
Okay.
So I had my radio set, or my alarm set to radio to wake me up before school. And I would wake up, and it was somewhere around 6:45 where I would get up for school, wake up for school. And as soon as the alarm, right after the alarm would go off, Lanigan would be doing a little skit or whatever where he would be deflowering someone over the radio.
Oh, I heard about that.
Yeah. So I woke up to
How do you deflower
John,
someone?
yeah, I woke up to John for years in high school.
Were you
In
deflowered?
middle school and high school, I woke up to Lanigan deflowering.
What does that mean?
Deflowering?
Deflower on the radio. I don't get it.
Yeah.
They like describe a little bit. Was it double entendres?
Yeah, no, he'd have somebody call in and they'd be doing something where he was, trying to make somebody feel good as he was deflowering.
Okay. Well, check in more. Deflower, I guess.
Yeah.
On the radio.
If you need to ask, you don't need to know.
But he actually retired after a while, but then not even a year later, he came back. He was on WTAM. He was on a show called The Spew, and he actually did the show every day from his home in Colorado. So he wasn't actually here. He did the show for about 4 years, and then finally one day, right in the middle of the show, he said, "You know what? Let me talk for a second. He says, I'm quitting the show. This is my final show. I'm not doing no more." He goes, "Because I don't want to talk about politics and sports and all the stuff that they talk about on talk radio." He says, "I don't want to formulate an opinion. I don't want to give my opinion, and I'm just tired of acting like I'm interested in stuff because I'm not." So he says, "I'm retiring," and that was it. So he retired. Now he splits his time between his homes in Colorado and Florida. So there's John Lanigan.
Good for him.
Yeah. So there's a little nostalgic history. We're talking about it's Cleveland history. Sorry guys if you're not from Cleveland, sorry. But look it up. Some of that stuff's interesting and it does parlay into what we do
They can
today.
look up the history of their own area. Maybe you'll.
Share it with us if you've got something.
Oh, that's an idea too.
What are some of the people saying out there? 'Cause,
No, they're picking on. Will seems to get a thrill out of. Will gets a thrill out of picking on my age a little bit.
Yeah.
John Seifert old too, so.
I don't know,
maybe,
man.
so.
We didn't say that, John. I didn't say that. John is a young man.
He said, "Wait a minute." And Will says on the 8-track, and you're 66. Yeah,
Yeah.
unless that's your car.
No, it is my car.
Oh, that's your car.
Yeah.
I
I didn't have an 8-track though. I had an AM/FM converter. Like 66. It's still on there. And a cassette player. All right.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So anyway, hey, we need a number between.
No, we don't. We're not done yet.
I'm just getting the number.
You get the number, but I still got a few. things
Shoot, he's got a whole page in.
Well,
disregard your number.
Yeah, well, you can think about a number.
Start thinking about a number.
Well,
I'll ask for a number.
Just a few
later.
quick things here.
Go ahead. Spread them out.
Tomorrow's Godzilla Day. So all you Godzilla fans, all you big monster fans like Triv and Rocco.
Rocco, yeah.
So it's Godzilla Day. You can go on Godzilla.com and see a bunch of stuff they're having, like GameStop's giving out some fancy stuff for that, and this place has got a special edition post. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Different things like that they're releasing to celebrate Godzilla Day, which is tomorrow.
Doc was out walking the dog.
He's walking the dog?
We catch Doc on Dog Day.
Yeah. As long as we don't get in Doc's doghouse.
Yeah.
But,
Anyway.
hey, you know one thing that me and Doc and his family like to do when we go out?
What's that?
We like to eat hot dogs. We do. There's a good hot dog place we go to. It's Monster Bash. And we always go there. But we couldn't get in this time because it was closed on the inside. But also this weekend, hey, you want something fun to do? Load up the family RV and head down to the IX Center. Have you been to the IX Center lately?
Nope.
No. But now you go down there and they're going to have Jurassic Quest.
Oh,
Which
man.
is giant life-size dinosaurs, dinosaur experience. So if you're like into dinosaurs and you like some of those movies like we play, like Monster from Prehistoric Planet and some of those big dinosaurs, head down. 'Cause
I saw that advertised or something. It
Yeah.
looked pretty cool.
Yeah,
The
so
Ravens joined us.
Raven, a little late. There's Raven's Rookery right there. I got the.
Okay.
We don't have a drink to put on it.
You know, the little.
Yeah, I got
whatever.
your tooth right here in case I get attacked on here. But check that out, Jurassic Quest. If you got kids, they're gonna love those giant dinosaurs. You may love it too. And I saw a bus yesterday that's totally decorated. You know how they say they wrapped, and it's Jurassic Quest thing. So it's a big deal. So it should be pretty cool. Of course, this weekend's the Akron Comic Con. Okay, Saturday and Sunday at Emilio and Sons Banquet Center. The Akron Comic Con. You want to drop in there? Tell the guys at the Midnight Movie sent you. This weekend, a little personal thing at Sharon James Cellars, okay, over here on the east side, the far east side over there. It's a nice place to go. They all kinds. They have their wines and stuff like that. If you like wine,
Wine.
great atmosphere, wines.
Wine.
The band Two Guys 12 Strings is going to be playing their Saturday night from 6 to 9. They're a couple of friends of mine, and they play cool music, and there's two guys and 12 strings. They're going to be there at Sheridan James Cellars. Stop in, get yourself a bottle of wine. It's a nice atmosphere. They got little like hors d'oeuvres that you buy and stuff like that. Listen to some cool music and have a great
Bottle
time.
of wine, fruit of the vine.
Okay, and of course, watch us on all our usual outlets. We always want to mention that. And go to themidnightmovie.net, and we do have t-shirts, hats, and all that stuff, our posters. We never had the t-shirt that we for sale that down here to show you, but just see Denny, contact Denny, and we'll get your prices
Go to the
right on
website.
the stuff.
Reach out to me, I'll give you the info,
We
we'll
appreciate
figure out a
the
way to make
support.
things happen.
Yes. Don't forget, the Cleveland Toy Comic Collectible Show is coming up November 25th and 26th. Right here at Best Western Plus in Strongsville. We're going to be there. Hope you are too. Come see us. Going to have a great old time.
You know who's gonna be there?
Who? Deep Roy. Who?
Yeah, what, you know what?
What?
Dr. Midnight.
Dr. Midnight. He's not on the card, but Dr. Midnight is going to be in the house. So
Unadvertised special, so to
no,
speak.
that'd be pretty awesome because he hasn't been spotted.
It's been a
since-
while since the doc has
like
been
a
out,
party
and,
fest. Something like
you know,
that.
hopefully there'll be some people wanting to,
Wow, I think he's coming out because he liked this Chelsea Talmadge girl, I think. That's probably luring her out. Because she's from Stranger Things. I think he watches that. Because he watched a lot of TV down in the dungeon, don't he? He had a cable run down there.
yeah?
Okay. So anyways, that's some fun stuff that's going on. I think I touched on everything. Check out Mad Daddy if you ever get a chance. Look him up, Mad Daddy. He was cool, sad story though.
Alright.
Alright.
Well, you know, I'm gonna get, you know,
What?
the first, when I gave the number initially, the
Yeah.
first one came through, was Eddie.
Oh, Eddie, okay.
Eddie hasn't been with us for a while,
No.
you know,
No.
so he
He tunes
gave
in
me,
late.
yeah,
He always tunes in, but he always
Yeah.
forgets you're on.
yeah, so he gave page 45.
45 for Eddie. 45,
45 for Eddie.
Eddie. 45 for Eddie. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, here's some new ones here. Let's see. Look at this. I gotta put the glasses on here. Okay. Alright, what we got? Ooh, it's called The Arrow Show.
The Arrow.
Never heard of it. Well, you know why? Because we were talking about these shows, the live shows, the kids shows from the
Yeah.
40s. This show was on 1948 to 1949.
Wow.
The Arrow Show, okay? And it was hosted by Phil Silvers. We like
Oh,
Phil
wow,
Silvers.
Phil.
He's funny. Sergeant Bilko
Bilko.
and a tuna fish guy, right? I love Phil Silvers. Hank Ladd and Jack Guilford. Jack Guilford. That name's familiar.
Sound familiar.
Jack Guilford. It was a comedy variety show. They had a lot of those back then.
Yeah.
Comedy variety show with guest stars and a rotating stable of regulars. And regulars is like this. Regulars.
Regular.
So, wouldn't just be regulars. They're
Regular.
regulars, of whom only Jack Guilford remained for the full season. So they didn't bother mentioning the other regulars, just Jack Guilford. It's also known as the Phil Silvers Arrow Show and Arrow Comedy Theater.
Wow.
What? That's okay. Give me another. And by the way, this is from the Complete Directory, the Primetime Network TV shows, 1946 to present by Tim Brooks and Earl Marsh.
Well, the second one to come through was from Mr. Cross, and it was page 111.
111 for Christopher Cross. He's wanting a bunch of ones. Okay. Look at that. I opened up to 112. That was so close.
Wow.
Pretty good. Oh, okay. Are you in the mood for adventure or comedy?
Whatever.
Okay.
You pick one.
All right. This one sounds pretty good. This one's called The Brothers.
The Brothers.
Well, The Brothers. The Brothers. A situation comedy from 1956, okay,
Okay. Two.
to 1958. So that's a couple of
Around
years.
about 2 years.
Couple of years. I don't know how
Year and a
you
half,
put
2 years,
those.
depending on the dates.
Yeah. So the cast was Gail Gordon. Well, I always love Gail Gordon from I Love Lucy or Lucy Show, right? Gail Gordon. Bob Sweeney. Never heard of him. Ann Morris. Never heard of her. Frank Orth. Never heard of her. Howard McNair. You know who Howard McNair is, right?
No.
Floyd from the
That's
Andy
Floyd?
Griffith Show. Yeah, he was on it. He was on it for 1 year. 1 year, see?
Well,
Howard McNair. Nancy Hadley, Oliver Blake, and Robin Hughes. Okay. Harvey and Gilly Box were two
Yeah.
brothers, the Box brothers. Box brothers, just like the Cross brothers. Okay.
That's scary.
Yeah, well, Harvey and Gilly Box were two brothers who owned a photography studio in San Francisco. Okay. Harvey, the older brother, was somewhat blustery and overbearing. But at heart was a good man.
Don't do that again.
Oh, you saw that?
Yeah.
It's overbearing. Where was I? But his heart was a good man, whose bark was worse than his bite. He can't bite. Gilly was a shy, naive, and inoffensive soul who seemed to be happy to let older brother run things. Hey. Take me, okay.
Okay.
Hey, get off your phone over there.
Now I'm looking up Ann Morris
Oh.
because the name just sounded.
Alright, you're thinking of a different Ann Morris. This one's got two S's in it.
That's what I'm looking at.
Gilly was a shy, I said that one. Both of them had girlfriends, which is a good thing since they lived in San Francisco. Is all I'm saying. It's good to have girlfriends there, right?
Yep.
They had girlfriends whose personalities seemed well matched to those of their men. Harvey's the strong-willed Dr. Margaret Klebe. Where did I come with these names?
Klebe.
Klebe. My name's Dr. Klebe. That one's a good one. Gilly's girlfriend was called Marilee Dorf. Dorf.
Oh,
Liebendorf.
Dorf.
Yeah, that's my girlfriend.
There's
Klebe.
Ann Morris.
Oh, she's cute. She's cute. Is she still alive?
No.
No. Alright. Most of the episodes of The Brothers revolved around their social and personal lives, their friends and family. During the summer of 1958, this series alternated with reruns of Bachelor Father. So I never heard of that show.
Hey,
So-
Trib's actually commenting.
What did he say?
He just said hi, Eddie.
Oh. Okay. Hi, Eddie.
Hey, he doesn't say hi to us. You know, hey, you know, we're only his
At
brothers.
least he tuned in, not like Vernanigans.
Oh yeah, we're Vernanigans.
Vernanigans didn't tune in today. So that's the little show that I scraped together for you today. The nostalgia show. I want to do something a little bit different. I hope you enjoyed it. I do like the element of playing some music like that. I wish we had some music that we could use without getting in trouble, though. But that was cool. We had little tunes set up like that. What do you think?
Yeah, it was good. Oh my God!
What?
We speak and he pops in. He
Good.
says, "Hi guys." Vern is there.
There he
right
is.
at the end.
Yeah, we
Oh, look at
must
that.
have heard his name. You know?
Oh man.
I'm sniffing around.
Hey,
What?
Miss Childers has just joined
Oh, all right. Well,
in. Hey, Amanda.
hi, Amanda. You can remember, you guys always can go back and watch the show. Share it with your friends after you watch it, please. That helps us grow. Look, somebody's calling now on the hotline, which is 944. What is it? I don't remember. 4409. No, I don't remember.
Wait, don't you have it on
Yes, I
page?
do.
Look it up, get it
But it's
right.
not cool now.
Trib's going into spasms.
Oh,
right
it's
now.
440-944-7105. That's what I was going to act like that was the hotline ring.
Or send stuff to the P.O. Box.
Yeah.
81593, Cleveland, Ohio. 44181.
Yeah, send
Midnight
us
movie.
stuff. Send us stuff or call us because we'd love to hear from you. That's how we found out their show's on in Jacksonville, Florida. Somebody called us, let us know. And we're like, cool.
Wow.
So we're reaching out. We're spreading like a
The
virus.
tentacles are
Yeah.
creeping.
So, hey, if you're watching from somewhere and you know of an outlet that wants to carry us, let us know.
Yeah.
We'd love to be in your area.
We are for hire.
Well, we're
Yeah, sorry.
very cheap. Free. But
Well, Reagan wants the number again.
Another number?
440-944-944-7105.
7105. Yep, that's it. 7105. Call us. All right. What else are they saying?
Oh man, there's a lot of our fans from the show and us. You know, what's great is our fans talk to each other too.
Yeah.
So our fans are turning into friends who are friends of us. So you know they're all seeing people and they're saying hi to each other.
Isn't
So
that nice?
going
Isn't that a nice
back and
community?
forth, and that's cool, man. Yeah.
No, they don't gang up on us.
No.
Hey, check it out too. If you're just watching today, if you're a loyal viewer of the Middays Mayhem show, I figured it out. Look at that. You can see more of
Oh
this
yeah,
today.
yeah.
You can see we got a lot more stuff. We're surrounded.
Yep.
I figured it out. I used the old noodle. It took me all morning.
He used his noodle.
I used the noodle.
He used his
noodle.
noodle. We don't want to hear about you using your
I
noodle.
was using the noodle all this
Yeah,
morning.
you use your
Yep.
noodle.
Yep.
It's been soaked in water a long time.
But look at all the stuff.
Think
that we
about
got.
that a little bit. He uses his noodle. It's been soaked in water a long time. You'll figure it out. It's pretty funny.
But if you look, you just take a few seconds. Look at all the crazy stuff that we've had hanging around, and you couldn't even see it.
So,
Got a lot of stuff.
remember the
over
book, Revenge Arc?
there.
Look it
Yeah,
up.
check that out. You got a little. You can even see the electric. You can see Denny's electric balls. Yeah, he's got
It's
three
got
of them.
balls of all sizes.
That one needs a
Stop
bigger-
it.
Yeah.
Stop.
One's a little bigger than the
No,
other.
you don't need. Yes, I know.
Then he walks
Yeah.
a little sideways.
Yeah, I know. You don't even start.
No.
So,
But look at that, Don. We got all that room now. See, so if Vern and Tripp came down, we actually could squeeze them in now. We could get them in there.
well,
Be a little tight.
yeah, you're gonna squeeze me and Vern.
Well, we could do it.
No, you're not.
We could do it. We'll do it.
No, you're not.
Okay.
No, you're not.
We'll put them over
Me
in
and-
the
me and Vern.
access
Me
room.
and Vern fill up just about any seat, couch, chair,
That is,
whatever.
that is a love seat, though.
Yeah,
To be honest, it is a love seat. If you guys had a couch, it'd be better.
yeah.
So, but hey, check that out.
All right.
I want to pat myself on the back for figuring that out. It only took me how many months we've been doing this.
Yeah.
But we're not like this
For
now
a while.
Yeah. So,
So it's been good. So hey,
all right.
thank everybody.
I don't want to get up.
You want to get up?
I gotta go. I gotta get up and walk over, because there's a two-man crew here. There's nobody else.
Yeah, they're weak.
Thanks for everybody tuning in. Remember, share the show. If you watch it, share the show. We're gonna go back to them later. I'm gonna comment on stuff that I didn't see. So watch out for my comments. Appreciate your comments.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Again, appreciate it. Check out the midnightmovie.net. You know, check us out for this weekend's thrills on the set. So, everybody take care. We'll see you next week. Bye, everybody.
Yeah!